How do you know that you have made the right decision?
To know when you are ready for marriage is very important question. And one of the things that I wanted to mention, inshallah, in next session, is that a person must also, first of all, knows himself or herself. Because if we don't have proper understanding of ourselves, then we will later make problems for ourselves. And sometimes, I may think I am a person who is very responsible, but indeed I am not responsible. When I get married, then I'm causing problem. Or I think I am a person who can be sustainable, who can have consistency, persistency, but then I become a person who every day changes his view, or just takes what other people say. If I meet some friend or some relative saying something about my wife or husband, I change my view. This causes problem. So this is very important, that I should see in myself some kind of maturity, not physical maturity, some kind of mental and spiritual maturity, that I can understand what is good and then maintain it and be loyal to it and commit myself to this. So this is very important. If we find such a maturity, if we find that we cannot or we do not let ourselves to be carried away with emotions or opinions of other people, then this is good time for marriage. And after checking the qualities and consultation is very important, especially for the youths, because they are so much influenced by their emotions that they cannot make proper decisions, and they themselves will regret later, which will be, of course, not beneficial. So to consult the elders, not to consult the people who are like you without experience. This is not going to solve the problem. But to consult the elders, maybe your parents, certainly your parents, but not necessarily only your parents. Other people, maybe there are people in the community who have good experience, who are mu'min, who have taqwa, at the same time experience. By consultation, you can make sure that you have proper understanding. But in the end, no one can 100% be sure. This is something which I made note here, but I, inshallah, say next week. There is a hadith from Imam Raza, that in the end, we should ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for khair. This is the meaning of istikhara. We have 2 rak'ah of istikhara, which means talabul khair. Whenever you want to get married, Imam Raza gives advice that you ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bring about for you what is good. And you say 2 rak'ah prayer, and there is a dua, which inshallah we'll mention later. We do our best, but there are many things that no one knows. For those things, we must trust Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Leave to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Inshallah, Allah will look after. But those things that you must do it yourself, don't leave them to Allah. Tawakkul is not to leave your own duties to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. No, make your efforts. Whatever is beyond your capacity, leave it to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, inshallah.
Salatuna Muhammad.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad.
Ziyarat. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. As-salam.